All right, YouTube fans, so we're gonna make this video again, but there's a lot of stuff that you guys talk about and you guys struggle with, and a lot of it just stems from not taking fucking action. All right, not being consistent. The power of consistency in action is insane. Here's the thing: when it comes to action, action is gonna take you from where you are currently to where you want to be. All right, period. But when you're consistent with that action in the right direction, you're gonna get to where you need to get to. Now, everybody is taking action because not taking action towards your goal is an action in itself. All right, inaction is a choice. So is action. All right. So a lot of you guys get mad at, the results you're not getting from the work you're not putting in. And I'm just looking at you guys like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not putting the work in. You see what I'm saying? Most of you guys say stuff like, hey man, I really want this, man. I really want this. Why don't you show it then? Here's the thing. When it comes to getting lean, most people for some weird reason are motivated for 2 weeks. They lock in. They're killing it. They're busting ass for 2 weeks. They're working out. They're eating bare minimum what they're supposed to, and then they expect results. So then they take like 2 weeks off, and then they look back on a month. They're like, bro, I was locked in this month and I barely got results. So you weren't locked in. You did the bare minimum for 2 fucking weeks. That's not impressive. That's a joke. You feel what I'm saying? That's why it's called the bare minimum. It's not called you're going all out. You see what I'm saying? You did the bare minimum for 2 weeks and you want crazy results. You ate what you're supposed to for 2 weeks and you want crazy results. And here's the thing. A lot of people will say shit like, because I be seeing the comments, people saying shit like, all you talk about is body game. Body game is all that matters, nigga. I'm not talking about body game how you guys think I am. It's literally what I'm literally saying in caveman words. This is caveman words. Look. Eat healthy, be healthy. Eat unhealthy, be unhealthy. And you guys get mad at that because you just want to be fat as shit. Listen, if you're addicted to food, go ahead and watch some mukbangs, bro. I don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? But when you message me some shit like, hey man, like I'm struggling with chicks, or man, like I don't feel good and I got high blood pressure, I got type 2 diabetes. Yeah, that's what happens, because you eat like shit. Like that's just based off your actions. That's not a surprise. Like the only person that's surprised is you. I'm not fucking surprised. All right. And at the end of the day, like when it comes down to it, I was working out with my brothers the other day, and we dapped some dude up, and he's just like, man, I mean, he was in okay shape or whatever, but he was like, man, you guys got great genetics, man. If I had genetics like y'all, man, I'm like, nigga, if you saw all of our befores, and I'm not saying this to be a victim, but if you saw all of our befores, you'd be like, oh, you guys are cooked. What's wrong with you guys? You guys have the worst genetics of all time. That's what people used to tell me. Now, people used to go out their way to tell me that shit. Females, dudes in the gym, they used to just go out their way to be like, yeah, you're cooked. I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, bro, I just woke up, bro. I didn't even say anything to you. You see what I'm saying? So people don't see the work that you put in. And that's where the results really come in. They come in when no one's looking. All right. Because here's the thing. Most people aren't willing to weigh their foods. Most people aren't willing to just look on the back of a fucking nutrition label. People aren't willing to do that shit. And that's why they're fat as shit. They think that, oh, let me do some workouts that'll burn more fat. Yeah, like anyone who said, when someone says, yo, I'm trying to do some workouts that burns more fat, or yo, I just got this app, it shows I'm in a fat burning zone for 3 hours. I'm gonna keep doing it. I just know that you're cooked, because what you're looking for, all right, the answer you're looking for is an answer that will keep you in your current mindset but get you new results. The reason you won't get new results is because you're in your current mindset. You're in your instant gratification mindset. Too many people spend 10 to 20 years trying to lose, 15 to 20% body fat in 1 month, instead of spending 1 year losing that same 15 to 20 the way that works. All right. The issue is losing 1 to 2% per month doesn't sound sexy, but it's how you get the shit done. That consistency, that's how you get the shit done. Shout out to my boy. He went from what, 26? He had to be like 26, 27% body fat. He's nearing down the 10% now, man. But he's just been consistent. He's only been doing 1% per month. You feel me? 1 to 2% per month. He's been consistent. He knows the process works, because the work is always going to work type shit. You see what I'm saying? It's always going to work. So all of you guys that DM me questions about, oh my God, it's like I'm struggling with chicks and, blah, 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 blah. Listen, if you're not doing what you need to do in the kitchen, if you don't respect yourself, which is what your body's going to show when you're out of shape, that means you don't respect yourself. Stop trying to make excuses for having a big ass stomach. Like, no, you don't understand. I went through this hard time and this is that. If you go through a hard time, you should be super skinny. How the fuck did you go through a hard time, and after the 1 year of hard time, you're 100 pounds heavier? That means you spent majority of the time, you had to skip some days of work to eat that many calories. You know how hard it is to eat in a calorie surplus consistently? Shit's insane. So that means that you went out of your way, no matter how busy you were, to overeat. That shit's insane. And don't say that, oh, eating healthy is cheap. I mean, is expensive. Nigga, if you want it to be cheap, go to Aldi's and Walmart, get a big bag of rice, get some chicken breast, get some oatmeal, get some banana, and eat that shit over and over. Wait, eat this same shit every day? I can't do that. That's why you're fat as hell. All right, just shut the fuck up. Y'all always be saying the dumbest shit. And then a lot of people, They're like, yeah, I spend too much money. I mean, I don't eat healthy because it's too expensive. Like, nigga, you guys are talking about grass fed, you feel me, duck or some shit. I don't know what the fuck, yeah, or lamb or some shit, nigga. We're not out here eating lamb and shit. The thing is, you guys spend way more on the restaurants that you go to, and you guys don't pay attention to it. But then when you start eating healthy, you finally pay attention to how much you're spending because you don't want to eat healthy and you want to make an excuse as to, as to why you won't eat healthy. I went to Chili's the other day, right? Obviously, I could have got, an appetizer for 1,000 calories, the chips, the Southwest, egg rolls, everything on there, all the appetizers are 1,000 calories. I could have got drinks if I wanted to, right? No one's watching. I'll still be lean. But guess what? Side effect of my mindset is I'm just gonna get the same shit all the time. That's just a side effect of my mindset, and that's what people don't understand. I got some steak, some asparagus, and some black beans. Then they have like baked potato. I guess that's only Texas Roadhouse and Outback. But anyways, that's a side effect of my habits. And then people had the audacity to be like, "Dang man, if I had abs like you, you're not going to because you don't have the mindset." I don't have abs because I want abs. I have abs because my mindset is just I'm gonna be the healthiest version of myself. And the side effect that is abs and being lean. Being linear around. It is what it is. It's not like people think that I'm like, oh my God, I have to look lean. I have to. No, I'm just gonna look lean because of my habits. It's just it's impossible not to. If you add on 100 pounds of fat to me right now, guess what? I'm not gonna panic like you guys do and try to do some keto, mix with some fasting and shit like that. I'm gonna do the same shit I do every day. And guess what? That 100 pounds is gonna come off. Right? It's gonna come off eventually because of my habits. And that's what people don't understand. You feel me? Another thing is, I see a lot of obviously, like I said, I see the comments. I see a lot of haters in the comments and shit like that talking about, oh, lift like this, or you should do this, or you should do that. I'm not listening to any of y'all. All right. First of all, unless it's someone with like 500K, subscribers, and they actually have motion and they know what they're doing, I might listen to them. But the thing is, people who are on the same journey, guess what? They're usually uplifting. The only people who try to bring you down is usually haters because they want to be where you are. That's how it really works. I'm not gonna lie. Like you hang out with, like when I go hang out with my lean friends and, I'm hanging out with my brothers and shit like that. We're all lean, we're vibing, we have a good time. We have good energy. We're all going the same direction, right? And if I see someone in public and they dap me up or some shit like, yo, I follow you on Instagram, I follow you on TikTok, appreciate your videos on TikTok. You feel me? They'll dap me up, they'll give me good energy because that's how it works. The haters only exist online. You see what I'm saying? Because we're not going to be in the same place. And that's why they're not lean. I'm not going to meet haters in the gym. I'm not going to meet them at the grocery store section that I'm at. They're going to be getting zebra cakes. You feel me? I'll be getting ground turkey. So I'm not going to meet them in real life. You see what I'm saying? So the only opportunity they have to communicate is usually, in the comment section and shit like that. But it's like, listen, if you want to be on the other side of body game, if you want to see, if you actually want to start experiencing life, you got to take action, consistent action in the right direction. You're taking action right now. If you're gaining fat, you're taking it in the wrong direction, right? If you're beating your meat, smoking weed, you're taking it in the wrong direction, all right? You're taking action in the wrong direction. If you want to take action in the right direction, lock the fuck in, stop fucking around. Time is going to pass anyways. Realize that if you lose 1%, just think about this, wherever you are. I don't know what your body fat percentage is, but wherever you are, if you're like 25 to 30, which is the average, if the average person who's 25 to 30% body fat loses 1 to 2% per month for a year, they're going to lose between 12 to 24. In the initial phase, they're definitely going to lose more than 1. So they're probably going to lose 15 to 20% body fat in a year. All right. Which means they'll be between, they'll be around 10%, 12%, which is crazy, right? That's good. That's exactly, where a lot of people want to be. You'll find to be at your goals if you pace yourself and you're locked in. But most people won't do that locked in because guess what? They don't want to feel discomfort. They don't want one hunger pain. They don't want to feel sore. They don't want to do lunges when no one's looking. They don't want to do squats when no one's looking. They're not trying to do push-ups when no one's looking. When they start off, they see someone on TikTok doing handstand push-ups, but they can't even do 5 knee push-ups and they get discouraged. It's like, bro, everything great started as nothing. So like, that's just how it works. You think I could do, muscle ups? I never even knew what a muscle up was. I thought I would never do one in my entire life. Deadlifting, I never thought I would get past 3 plates. Squatting, I'll be like, yeah, maybe I'll get 1 plate. You feel me? I never knew I would get stronger at that, but it's just a side effect of consistency in the right direction, right? It is what it is. And a lot of that confidence shit, I don't tell people, right? Because a lot of people ask me, what are some hacks to get lean? I don't answer that because you're going to be fat for life. Keep thinking like that, you'll be fat for life. Guaranteed. You're guaranteeing that you're fat for life with that mindset. Stupidest shit I ever heard. What's some hacks to getting lean? Stupid motherfucker, bro. You stay consistent being in a deficit and you'll be lean. If you do what a lean person does for long enough, the biggest side effect of that is that you're going to be lean. You can't not be lean if you're always doing what lean people do. It's really not that complicated. I have a friend. He just had a kid. You know, he's doing a family man life now. Shout out to him. And he can't he can't gain fat, bro. His standards are just too fucking high. Like he just can't gain fat. Right? He's still working out definitely working out less than he used to. But he's just too locked in on nutrition. Like he's not gaining fat. Right? Versus most people, you know, and he's talking about, oh, I'm getting dad weight. I'm looking at this motherfucker. I'm like, bro, he went from like 7% body fat to like 10% body fat, which for him is crazy. He's like, oh my God, dude, I'm getting fat. Oh my God. That's over like a 2-year period, and he's still locked in. He's still lifting the same. You feel me? That's because his standards are high like that. And that's because he's aware of that and he's thinking lean. You see what I'm saying? A lot of you guys are like, man, you don't understand. I have kids. I have kids. Nigga, do you feed your kids or do your kids feed you? So shut the hell up with that shit. I hate when people say that shit. And if you have less time, when I have less time, guess what? Those days, I actually accidentally sometimes eat under, which is normal. Like, how do you not eat under? So you're running out of time. Like, if I have some days, for example, when I was at the airport, I only ate like 1,900 calories, and I had like 160 grams of protein or whatever. You feel me? Yeah, 1,900 calories because I didn't have that much time. All right. And if I have a busy day where I got like 8 calls back to back, and I'm making some videos, and I got to work out, then I got to do a collab, and then I might have a date or some shit like that. So the only meal I have is breakfast, and then, you know, on the date, you already know I'm eating steak. So I only eat like 1,500 calories a day. How the fuck do you overeat with the lack of time? None of you guys are busier than Chris Brown or Obama. All right. None of you guys are busier than them. And yeah, 95% of people have worse physiques than both of them. Easily. What's your excuse? Is it really time? No, like my wife makes me eat this. Then that means she's probably fucking someone else because you let her dictate what you eat. The fuck? It's just crazy. No, my wife needs... Shut up. I'm vegan. Okay, hit your protein. Take some supplements, bro. Doesn't matter. This, that. I don't have, I don't have enough money to eat healthy. If you don't have money, then tracking your food and buying in bulk and cooking your own food is actually not even a priority. It's a necessity, which means you're going to get leaner. And if you're in a calorie deficit, you're eating less anyways. And for a lot of you guys, right, like I said, there was a dude who hit me up. And listen, he's not my friend. I don't even fucking know who he is. I don't know why he's telling me this shit. But a lot of dudes do this shit. Don't beat this guy, by the way. They hit me up. They're like, nah, bro. I know, like, I haven't been locked in this past year, man. But like, I've been thinking about it, and I think I could really do this, man. I haven't been locked in the past year. I had a lot going on, and I'm like, let me double check this message real quick. And I scroll up, and the guy's like 6'3", 300. It's like, I haven't lost any weight this year. I haven't been locked in, but like, I know I'm gonna start one day. 6'3", 300, bro. That means in order to maintain that weight, which they did for the past year, they're eating 3,500, 4,000 calories. So like, if you're busy, how the fuck do you eat that much food? It's disgusting. It's insane. It's low standards. It's ridiculous. Like, in order to eat 3,500 to 4,000 calories, that's the hardest work. You're very, very dedicated and locked into overeating. That's hard fucking work. Anyone who is maintaining those high weights, because you guys see the NFL players, when they got to be at O-line, they always get leaner once they get out the NFL, because it's like, bro, I'm not eating 6,000 calories because they're working out and stuff like that. And they got to eat 6,000 calories to maintain their size. If they weren't working out as much, they'd have to still eat 4,000 calories to maintain their size. So when they leave the NFL, they're like, man, I'm not eating that much fucking food, so they get leaner. Very, very simple. But you guys aren't even in the NFL, and you guys don't have that much muscle mass. You're eating, you're down in 3,500, 4,000 calories. You're making U-turns to go to your favorite restaurant. You're getting points on the apps and shit like that. There's points on the apps. You're getting points on the Popeyes app, like, oh, I get free fries with my next meal. That's what you guys are doing. That shit's goofy. That's goofy. That's what you're focused on, and that's why you're getting the results you're getting. So like, a lot of people who are fat broke and they hate everything, and they blame everything on genetics. I can just follow them I don't even need to follow them for a week. I can follow them for one day. When they sneak the ice cream at night, when they buy the Popeyes after work, when before work they go to Starbucks to get a banana bread, that's what's keeping you fat. When they skip the gym, when they watch Netflix, when they beat their meat, all of those things are keeping your test low, right? And they're keeping you fat as shit. So it's like, a lot of you guys complain about shit, but you guys aren't doing shit to change it. You complain, or if you complain, you remain the same. Simple. So a lot of you guys complain about shit, and I'm just looking at you, I'm like, bro, I mean, if you're 5'10", like 160, skinny fat, that makes sense. That means you're just like, oh, you're just struggling. You haven't really started anything. You see what I'm saying? So just start lifting and start eating more protein. But for the majority of people who are between the 5'9" and the 6'4" that I see, and who are like 300 to 400 pounds, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're just overeating. That's all you're doing. Right? You're overeating. And the easiest place to hit your protein, I'm going to double down on this until I find somewhere easier to hit your protein, is literally America. Everything has high protein in it. It's easy. Oh, you're lazy today? Go drink a core power. Right? Core power is not good for you. People are smoking. People take MDMA at concerts. People do heroin. People do all this other shit. People drink liquor. Like people drink like fishes on weekend, and they draw the line at protein shakes. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Or if you don't want to get a protein shake, that's okay. 99 1 ground beef and ground turkey, 93 7. That shit doesn't even exist in like Vietnam and in Thailand. There's like no 93 7 ground beef. That shit doesn't exist over there in ground turkey. Like it doesn't exist over there. And they're all leaner than Americans, because Americans are just gluttonous. At the end of the day, it's gluttony. If you're out of shape, it's gluttony. There's nothing else. A lot of you guys are very interesting because you guys somehow try to make an excuse for it. And it's like you literally can't make an excuse for it. If you have excess weight, right? Because remember, 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So when someone's 100 pounds of weight, I know that over the course of the year, they ate what, 35,000 extra calories or 350,000 extra calories. I'm just like, bro, that's hard work in the wrong direction. I have no sympathy for you. Like, they're like, oh my God, it's not fair that I have to lose all this weight. Nigga, I wasn't eating those extra calories. You were. Like, bro, like, so you think you can eat 350,000 extra calories and you don't think it's your fault? That's why you are where you are. You have no accountability. That's insane. You know how many buckets of ice cream that is? You know how many crumble cookies that is? By the way, I'm not going to crumble because the core power is too sweet over here. I can't imagine crumble, bro. I'm still getting used to the taste over here. But anyways, y'all stay locked in.